Gregorio. James?
All right, Rick, thank you. Yeah, let's take a look at what's happening here. And that heavier band of snow, the heaviest, the 4-inch plus snowfall band is offshore, thankfully, and it continues to move further away. And we're poking some holes here, no doubt, in some of the snow here as we move in towards South Jersey. So very little snow left over as we head down to, again, Salem and Gloucester counties here, moving into western Atlantic County. Very little snow there as well. Let's zoom it on in and, we check out what's happening here. Lake Como, Spring Lake Heights, Washington Avenue, Warren Avenue. Again, very little snow happening there. Out to the north and west, I should say decent amount of snow there. A little less snow as we move towards Spotswood and Old Bridge at Route 18, Route 9, East Brunswick. Again, a little bit of snow there. Feels like temperatures so far today. Currently, these are current feels like. Flemington feels like 5. Newark feels like 4. Belmar feels like 4 as well. The snow has been impressive here. We have been watching this probably since 3 o'clock this morning. So we've been watching it for at least 10 hours at this point. Atlantic City, 15 inches of snow. Avalon at 15. Lenoka Harbor at about 15. All right, back outside. Blowing and drifting snow. You can see a few of these flakes flying around. Current winds, Belmar at about 21 miles an hour. Newark at 13. Morristown at 13. Passaic at about a 16-mile-an-hour wind. Actual air temperatures, cold. So this is the second part of the story. The first part has been sort of the crippling snowstorm. The second part is the cold. Flemington at 18, Trenton at 17, Jackson at 20. All right, so we do have some alerts here. Blizzard warnings in place all the way from Monmouth County further southward, Ocean, Burlington, as well as down into Atlantic and Cape May counties. Futurecast here as we head towards 2 o'clock this afternoon. Good news, the snow is pretty much out of here. The bad news is the temperatures will hold steady for a little while, a couple hours, but then as the sun sets, those numbers start to tumble a little bit. Sky's going to clear out here, unfortunately, by 7 o'clock. Exactly the dynamic we don't want at night, especially with an Arctic air mass in place. And then those numbers will continue to drop off considerably as we slide in towards 9:30, 10 o'clock, single digits over a good chunk of the area. Newark gets down to about 1 perhaps at 10:30, maybe even 0. Belmar at about 7, Trenton at about 5 here. And then as we move in towards tonight, again, and in towards the overnight hours, those temperatures will struggle 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then, shooting back up once again. So a very cold night on the way. So limit your exposure outdoors, no doubt, as, again, this Arctic air is very much so in place. Snowfall forecast about 12 to 18 up against the Jersey Shore, 9 to 12 a little further to the north. And we think these numbers very much so verifiable. And then out to the south and west, about 6 to 9 inches there. Storm impacts here, medium risk of heavy snow. We've certainly seen that. Snow squalls still remain to be on a higher risk side, and drifting snow again on the higher risk side as well. Damaging winds, medium risk. Temperatures here today again in the low 20s, and will continue to drop here. Winds sustained. Trenton at about 13, Newark at 13, Passaic at 16. So thankfully, although Justin brought you that alert a little while ago where the National Weather Service did say that blizzard conditions were met, thankfully at this point we're talking about blizzard conditions not being met. All right.